Hi and welcome back. This is the Family Business Show. I'm John Broons and my guest today is Jad Reuben from the Reuben Group.
I just want to thank our sponsors for today, and today's sponsor is Tech, the Executive Connection. Have made a very big difference, a huge difference in my business life, and I think that if you contact them on www.tech.com.au, you can connect with Tech, the organisation, and I think it would be in your interests. So thank you, Tech.
Jad, I'm really enjoying this conversation today. Some ideas of the future, yep, and a little bit of other ideas that you might have that the audience will enjoy.
Yeah, so it's for me, the future at the moment is a bit of a cloud and not really sure what it looks like, which is unusual for me because I always have a plan, and if I don't have a plan, I've got a backup plan. And to be honest, I really don't have a plan this time, and it's so I get a fair bit of anxiety around that from time to time. There's lots of excitement as well, that it's almost like a bit of a clean slate, and still trying to work that out. But as I said to you before, I've promised myself and my family that I'm going to take some time off, and so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that well and work it out. I definitely want to give back in some way, shape or form. I don't know what that looks like, but I have a sense that it's important to give back. As far as industries that what industry will look good, I spend a lot of time thinking about industry and what industry in the future will be strong, and then maybe drift towards that rather than getting into an industry and then realising that there's no future in it. So that to me is not clever. I do have a very natural liking of property, so I really enjoy property investment. I get it, I understand it from a tenant's point of view. So that will definitely be in the mix, but I'm not sure what that looks like.
Okay. And I suppose, is study something that you're going to go back to? Is there a particular field that interests you, or furthering off your financial expertise, or maybe even looking at board directors' positions, or?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I love learning all the time. To be honest, I haven't really worked that out still, but it's definitely not off the cards. I'd be interested in board and directorships, but I'd be selective about them as well. It's not the sort of, it's not, again, there need to be a bit of a courting process, and I have to really understand that, it's going to be a win-win situation rather than, it's a great idea, just don't do it.
Well, I don't know, your experience with boards, you might want to just learn more about how they work. I don't know.
Yes, no, absolutely.
A family business,
yeah.
Some have boards, some don't. Some have advisory boards.
Yeah, we have a board, but the board consists of our family members, and that's been dangerous over the years. It becomes more of a family catch-up or a family discussion than an actual structured board meeting with the importance of external advice and independent directors. I think is so important in boards, especially people that come into it with the right with the right attitude, and that they just want this thing to work rather than what's in it for me. So very aware of all of that.
Okay. Any final comments? Any tips?
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time in family business, and I guess I'll always be part of family business. Family business. I always say family business can be the best and the worst. You get to share the best moments with your family. When the business is successful and going well, but also, in the worst moments, it can be devastating. Be around family, and then family fall out as well. There's it heightens, family business can heighten all the senses, and it can be quite dangerous if it's not done correctly, and you know the right structures are put in place. What happens when second and third and fourth generations come along? Be very. My advice would be to be very thoughtful about how you set up your family business and who you want to be partners with.
That's in who you want to be partners
with. Who you want to be partners with.
Choosing a life partner is just as difficult.
Absolutely.
We talked just now about this families. They're all different.
Yes.
Every individual is different.
Yep.
And we have this bond within a family that ties us together. It's interesting that you say we all rise together and we feel the pain together.
Yeah.
And yet I know most families, if not all families, have that same feeling.
Yes.
You've travelled your own path in a journey with your family, and the way I'm picturing it is that you're starting on your own journey a little bit more independently.
Yes.
Just tracking a different path.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I see the perils of family business. You know, I've witnessed that with our own family, and you know, you would never want you'd never want family breakdown, you know, over a business problem or a business decision, and so you know, so you have to be very careful about, you know, how you do family business.
Relationships are relationships.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, it's not just families who are in business that have breakups.
Yes.
Some families just have too much emotion.
Yeah.
But there are ways that we can work through it. So these conversations are just some of the great ways to introduce other people to ideas.
Yeah.
I really want to thank you for coming along today and sharing your time with us and your wisdom.
Thank you.
So it's greatly appreciated, and I've enjoyed the conversation greatly. So today, with Jad Reuben from the Reuben Group, I'm saying goodbye from the Family Business Show and John Broons, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have a chance. If you want to send me an email and communicate, john@johnbroons.com. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
I just want to thank our sponsors for today, and today's sponsor is Tech, the Executive Connection. Have made a very big difference, a huge difference in my business life, and I think that if you contact them on www.tech.com.au, you can connect with Tech, the organisation, and I think it would be in your interests. So thank you.